Check. It's your boy DJ Hen, and you now tuned in to that Chit Chat Live, where all we do is small talk. I got my girl Chelse and Leah B, and they're about to get into that real grown folks talk. So kids, do me a favor, do your homework, brush your teeth, and go to bed. We ain't finna play with you right now. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Chit Chat, where all we do is small talk. I am Chelsea.
And I'm Leah B.
And this week's Chit Chat Live is sponsored by
us.
No one yet.
It's sponsored by us.
So if you would like your business, product, or service featured on the Chit Chat Live, please email us at TheChitChatLive@yahoo.com. If you want to support and give a donation, you can always send us a little $1, $2, $5 on CashApp at the $sign the Chit Chat Live. We would greatly appreciate it. And for those of you who are not up on game yet, we are live on YouTube. So if you're watching us from Facebook or Instagram, go over to YouTube. You can put in the search bar, the Chit Chat Live, and find us. We'll be reading the comments from there tonight. Or you can click the link in the bio and click on the YouTube tab, and it will take you directly to us live on YouTube. So what's been going on, girl?
Nothing. Just chilling, working like a dog. I just worked 14 days straight.
I don't know how you did that.
Listen, it wasn't supposed to happen that way because I was going to take last weekend off, but then I changed it to next weekend.
So what you going to do next weekend?
Stay in my house.
Really?
Yes.
That's it?
No.
Oh, wow. So
I don't know. I don't really have no major plans right now, but I've been in and out. I need to get my house together, child. I need a cleaning lady. Mm-hmm. Please come through. But no, and then I got my desk. So it comes on Friday. So I had brought it myself. Nobody loved me this week, but whatever.
So that means we got some new merch coming soon.
It's definitely coming. My little home office is going to be coming through. We will definitely have some merch soon.
We hope you guys will support with the merch.
That would be great.
I don't know. Anything else you want to share? Anything new? I feel like you be holding it in.
Because, I got some things in the works, so I don't know.
Not even with just work, just anything.
All I do is work.
How was your week?
All I do is work.
Okay.
That's all I do is work.
Okay, Miss Money.
It's not even, so I'm single. I have no kids at home.
You got a dog. You ain't even want to talk about your dog.
His name is Flacco. But he's black, so I don't understand that. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's weird because he's old, and I'm trying to get used to his mannerisms. But he's scared of his dog food bowl, so that's a chore. So we just working out. We getting to know each other, but I don't really want him on my furniture and stuff yet.
What you mean yet?
Because I can understand if I raised him from a baby, but he's I took him in. He's a rescue, so I need to know what's going on with his skin and stuff like that.
But
it kind of creeps me out a little bit.
That he's on your couch?
And every day I come home, he's on my couch.
Well, yeah, because he's probably used to being on a couch.
I caught him trying to creep up there last night about 4 o'clock in the morning.
You tell him to get down?
Yes. But he does it as soon as I leave. But no, he's cool, though. He's a good dog. He doesn't use the bathroom in the house, thank God. And I don't even have to walk him on a leash. He's good. So.
Oh, that's good. I hope y'all keep this loving relationship because Lord knows I'm tired of my dog.
As long as he's not pooping and pissing in my house, we good.
So who gonna watch him if you go out of town?
My neighbors.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I can always, doggy sit.
Oh, yeah,
too,
that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
Hopefully your dog and my dog get along. Hopefully.
And I would like one of your fabulous dog beds too.
Oh yes, we have to get that going.
Okay.
So with me, I'm trying to incorporate within my busy schedule date night, but I'm also on a very strict saving budget for from now until hopefully only 6 months.
Yeah, but
in.
it's not like you're going out with a stranger, so you don't really have to spend a whole lot.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to be creative.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys have any cute date night ideas that don't cost,
I was listening to
a lot of money.
guy's podcast, and they were talking about if you only had $60 to take a woman out on a date, and they listed. They was like, we're gonna get a piece of salmon, we're gonna get some shrimp, they're gonna get some tea lights from the dollar store, and
some tea lights. What's that?
The little candles that you put everywhere.
Yeah.
And the fake rose petals, and then they was like, you had $32 now, so you could get a bottle of wine, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a way to do it.
Now, I feel like that's something you have to do at home. Like she would have to be open to you coming to your house, or you going to her house or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not like a first date.
Well, we talking about you.
Oh yeah. Like I got some ideas. I'm pretty creative when it comes to stuff like that, but I'm just hoping like I can keep it up, and then I'm not like 6 months.
Well,
in,
what's
like,
your
damn.
date night? What night is your date night? Saturday?
No, it's Wednesday night.
Okay.
Yeah. So last Wednesday, I gave my boyfriend a manicure and pedicure because it was much needed. He needed that.
That was nice.
So yeah, that was nice. He went home and slept like a baby after that. I'm like, okay.
You didn't think that's how the date night was supposed to end?
I'm like, what is
That's not how it was supposed to end, huh?
No, it wasn't supposed to end that way. But that means I guess my manicure and pedicure job was really good. So I'll let you guys know next week what I do. But at some point he's gonna have to start like doing the ideas. It's not just gonna be all on me. So
does he come up with good ideas?
I don't know. We just started. This is gonna be week 2.
Okay.
So ask me maybe, the end of this month and we'll see.
There's a rooftop restaurant right by our house, and it's not that expensive.
What's not that expensive?
The restaurant.
I mean, but by the time 2 people eat, drink, and I don't...
Girl, you can't be going on date night on a budget.
That's what I'm saying. We trying to do affordable...
But it's reasonable.
Reasonable. Okay. I do. It's called the Ciroc place, the Ciroc Hotel.
The Cirque.
Oh, Cirque. It's not Ciroc. Yeah.
Name killer.
I have wanted to try that place.
Yeah,
yes.
me too.
But sometimes some of those places, the food don't be good.
Yeah.
It's like I want the classy atmosphere with the ghetto food. Chicken wing me down, please.
No, the menu looks very
seasoned.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say seasoned. It just looks like food that we would try.
Okay. So yeah, maybe I'll put that. I'll definitely put that on my list. Mm-hmm. What's the name of the rooftop? Canon J said. I
don't know the name of the restaurant, but it's in the Cirque building in Young Circle.
Yeah, it's downtown Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. In the building. You been there, Luke?
Yeah, it's specifically a cheap date spot.
Is it?
Yeah, the prices are not.
It's
high.
like Oceans prices.
No, it's not like Oceans, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said you had. Oh, it's time. It's 38 hot. So coming in hot.
I went first last time. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Because I love.
No, mine is serious. Mine is serious.
I'll go
so
first.
You go first.
Because yours is gonna make.
Yeah, mine is like sad.
So I don't know why people come and get services, be it barber, cosmetologist, bartender, server, nail tech. Why don't people tip? Who raised you?
Yeah.
What is that about?
I mean, we had this conversation before about tipping, and some people they refuse. This is what I found. I've come to the realization. Say if there's a person who makes $15 an hour and they're already paying for their service, they refuse to pay you more than what they make per hour.
Well,
that's real.
Well, stay the fuck home. Because I could do without
but
you.
But then some people say, like, your prices, whatever you charge is supposed to be enough to compensate you for whatever service that you're doing.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Do I agree? No. Because... I
think that's a trash ass mentality to have. I think if you go get a service, you should tip. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't even care if you pull out your calculator and, do your calculations for 20%. I don't.
So you think it's supposed to be 20% across the board, no matter what?
No.
How much?
I mean, it would be nice if people would do more than 20%, but 20% is, I think, the lowest it should be.
Really? Because if I get some crappy service, I'm gonna definitely.
Well, of course, it goes on service
or mediocre service.
Yeah, I mean, but I think I do damn good with what I do, right. And it's not like when you leave, your nails are falling off. Like you're good for a good 2, 3, 4 weeks,
right?
So yes, because I have wonderful clients that tip amazing,
right?
So anyway, just an announcement: who raised you people to not tip? It is very poor manners.
Dr. Hollywood said, y'all making a week what most people make in a month. I ain't tipping y'all.
Listen, but nobody don't know that. And the thing about it is we get paid bi-weekly. So, when you get paid...
Most people get paid bi-weekly, girl, and then they don't get no tips.
Well, I like to live off my tips. That way when I get paid, I can pay my bills and put the rest away. That's how I save,
This is what y'all have to realize when you're in a service industry. You have to deal with so many people's personalities, so many people's energy. We need to go home. We got to go home and save y'all motherfuckers, all of us.
Amanda 2926 says, if you can't tip, stay your ass home.
And then you don't have to service that person. Like, if that's why it's good. You know who your tippers are, and you cater to them, and you go above and beyond. If you know somebody gonna come in and $3 you, then I really
just be wanting to be like, here, you can just keep that. Like, I really do.
But it's
under $5, I think is a disgrace.
I feel bad. I
don't. Well, to all my tipping clients, I love all of y'all.
Hopefully they're...
The rest of y'all all right.
So my 38 Hot for the week is real serious, and it's about the Kendrick Johnson case. I don't know how many people have followed it, but it's a case that came up in 2013 where a 16-year-old boy was found rolled up in a mat in his
2013? It's been that long?
Yeah, he was found rolled up in a mat, dead. And so recently a documentary came out and they reopened the case, but they still dismissed it as a murder and is calling it an accident. But if you haven't seen the documentary, it's on Stars. I highly recommend. I mean, the case has gotten publicity, but it was before that age and that time where people were out protesting. Plus, it happened in Valdosta, so ain't that many people going out in Valdosta.
I know about Valdosta.
Protesting and stuff. So it wasn't in a big city. But it is something. It was a case. It was one of those cases where I'm like, no matter how you feel when you look at the facts, like something wasn't right and justice wasn't served.
How do you get rolled up in a gym mat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, they say that he was trying to reach for his shoes, but that has...
I mean, was the mat standing straight up in the air and he flipped and fell? There's no way.
No,
like, come on.
It wasn't. And that there's other cases out there that I'm just like, okay, it could have been that person's fault, or they could have, like... It sounds controversial, but even with the Breonna Taylor, that's her last name? Mm-hmm. Like, even there's things about that case that I'm just like, okay, she could have been in the wrong in some of these other big cases that I think...
She was asleep.
Not about that, but she was dating a man who was doing illegal activity.
Who? Breonna Taylor's boyfriend?
Yes.
No, he was not.
Okay, so
it was her ex. Actually.
It was her ex.
Okay, her ex.
Because that's how he got out of jail, and no, he wasn't doing anything.
So there has been some things out there about certain cases like this, but there's no I guess like downside to the Kendrick Johnson case. Like nobody could find anything to say negative about him.
I heard some things. Yeah, you were the one telling me about the boy that they think is a suspect, right?
The two brothers. Yeah. Well, they're saying he's not. They're not suspects. But that's the crazy part of it. Forever Summer Body said, "Jobs I had that tipped, I never depended on it. I feel like you work for a tip." Okay.
Don't forget YouTube.
It's not dependent. It's just it would be nice. What are we sipping tonight? We are sipping tequila. What is it? Well, they not paying us, so we ain't gonna tell you what kind. Look, somebody said I heard Oceans was disgusting.
I mean, it worked for their little lunch menu.
Listen, when you can't go nowhere and leave work, it come right in handy with that $4.99.
It's $4.99, and you get some chicken wings. You can't complain for no $4.99 chicken wings.
Charlene said, "So yes, tip please." It's not that we're dependent on it. It's just I don't know. It shows your appreciation. Maybe that's what it is. I feel like you appreciate my work.
The moral of the story is we want them coins, okay? Show us with your coins. Don't be like, oh my God, I love what you did. I love this, I love that.
Posting all about you on Instagram.
Show me with your coins. Show me with your coins.
Well.
So before we get into trending topics, I want to say if you guys are watching us on Instagram or Facebook, go over to YouTube. That's where the party at. All right, we reading comments tonight. We can see your comments if you comment on YouTube. I know a lot of you don't want to go to YouTube because you think we're not going to read the comments, but we are. So either click the link in the bio or go to YouTube and in the search bar put the Chit Chat Live, and you can watch us live on YouTube.
We have a comment too, and she said, we don't get health insurance, we don't get PTO, we don't get 401k, we don't get none of that.
That part.
And then we have to pay taxes.
We gotta pay taxes
at the end of the year.
Yes, that shit is expensive, and I'm hiding from the
I know
IRS.
what I'm talking about when I say I need tips. What happened? You don't have no ice?
No, because I said I'm hiding from the IRS, and Luke looked at me.
I know.
I don't want to pay my
This
taxes.
is our time of the year, and I got to do 2 years. Too.
Yeah, everybody else like ready, like they writing their kids off and waiting for their refund tax. Like, no, we gotta pay the IRS.
Gotta pay.
All right, it's time for trending topics. I'm gonna let you break into this.
Well, I
one.
mean, Kevin Gates was your thing, you know.
Oh, so now you putting it on
because
me?
I didn't really watch the interview, so you know a little bit more of the story.
Dang,
Like I did.
Throw me
I
under
watched
the bus.
it.
All right. So Kevin Gates recently had an interview on Big Facts in which he spoke of feeling the S word. We can't say this word on YouTube. He felt of feeling sad to where he didn't want to be on the earth anymore. He spoke of feeling unappreciated and felt he was only looked at as a provider. He says a fan saved his life by telling him how much he was appreciated, and Gates saved his life by always being real. So we're going to play the video.
I was to the point I didn't want to live no more. That last video I had posted when I was holding my daughter, rocking her, I did her birthday in Cabo, in Mexico. I did all of that. I made sure that she had the best birthday ever. I was just holding. I knew that was my last time seeing her.
This was this past December?
Not this December, but the December
before
that.
That.
This December marked the anniversary of that.
Gotcha.
What sparked that, though? I wasn't happy. The world was already beat. The world, as men, especially as a provider, a lot of men don't speak about this, but a lot of men suffer in silence also.
Right.
When you a provider and you a real provider, but you already unhappy and you not feeling like you being celebrated in a proper manner, you feel like you only being tolerated. Like a lot of people be like, why certain men don't go home? Like when I was in the streets, I used to hate going home.
Okay. So what I felt was interesting about this particular clip is how he talked about not feeling appreciated when he was home and as a man. So I mean, I think that as women, we need to take a more conscious effort of if it's our brother, our sons, our boyfriends, our uncles, whoever, to make sure that we don't take the things that they do for granted. And hopefully some guys can kind of chime in. I know y'all not going to be emotional on the
men
comments.
are like raised to, and I found fault with myself even doing it with my son. Like when they're younger, you're a boy, stop crying. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's instilled that from young that it's bad for them to show emotion. So they walk around with all this stuff on their chest, and then it ends up being too late. We have this picture of just some of the men in the industry that have been going through it lately. So just making awareness, that men need, attention too. Mental attention, affection,
I wonder why Tyrese ain't see his daughter in 2 years.
This was a while back, but it was just how people don't take men's pain seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
Luke, what you got to say about this?
I mean, I'm still working on being someone who can be a provider. That's why I'm working 80 hours a week right now. So I'll let you know when I hit that point.
But what, like, sometimes you have, like, mental health issues, not mental health issues, but, you feel down and drained or, undervalued.
I don't expect that to change.
Luke,
what do you think? You don't have women in your life who like?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Value you? Okay, so
we
how
value
can women?
You, Luke.
How can women show men more appreciation?
I mean, that kind of depends on, I guess, the man and how he consumes like communication. But whatever form of communication he consumes is just
and
you got to
another
hear
thing
it.
we don't know because men are not good communicators.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's also a person-to-person basis.
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, we just want to bring awareness that men go through things too, and it's not always all about us ladies. Sometimes we really have to focus on our partners and make sure they're okay, because you just never know. But a lot of people are dealing with mental health.
It is, and it's on both ends of the spectrum. I mean, there's so many women, moms, specifically, who feel like they're, doing too much and have so much to carry, and then men on the same, on the same side feel like they have a lot to deal with. So I'm just like, what is the solution? Like, how do we?
It's just a lot going on right now, and especially these past 2 years, we've been literally in hell. I mean, basically with COVID and, people, we've never experienced any of this stuff before. Can't go out the house, can go out the house, got to wear a mask, need to be vaccinated, don't need to be vaccinated, might die if you're not vaccinated. Like, it's a lot. And then jobs are firing people and people are getting laid off. I don't know. People are just going through a lot.
There's so many jobs out there right now.
That's what I don't understand. Everywhere I go is hiring.
Yeah, so I mean, we say the reason that so many people, I feel like people a lot of times don't know how to deal with tragedy. And it's like, tragedy is not going to end with COVID. It's going to continue. The longer you live, you ever heard an old person be like, keep on living. Mm-hmm. So the longer you live, the more tragedy you're going to experience. But it's also about the people you surround yourself with. And then you have to have a routine that kind of keeps you in good spirits. And I think too, like, a lot of times people look at therapy as something that you don't need, or you supposed to be ashamed about doing. And I feel like it's just like you drink water, you should get therapy.
Yeah, but I just think that, especially now with social, I'm thankful that I grew up, we didn't have social media. So I was able to do a bunch of bullshit in peace without nobody knowing, or, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the constant eyes and people watching, or feeling you got to live a certain way, or feeling you got to have this money, or, it ain't the same out here. So even though old people say, yeah, you got to live, but the world is very different now.
It is very different, but I think that goes back to, what are you putting into your mind? What are you seeing on a daily basis? Because the things you listen to, the things you watch, and the people you surround yourself with are going to affect your emotions. So you need to be aware of what you're putting into your brain on a daily basis.
Well, I mean, a lot of people that are straight, that you would think straight, like the girl Cheslie, the Miss USA, 2019? She is an attorney, but I saw her TikTok today. I sent it to you. But she beautiful girl.
Beautiful.
She was working for Extra, one of their correspondents, and she jumped off a building yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So it's just like, you just never know. It's been a lot of suicides lately.
Right. Yeah, she was definitely beautiful, and I would love to. Well, I would like to know, like, what kind of pushed her to that point. But maybe there'll be some more details and information about her.
Okay, well, we sad tonight.
Now we gonna liven up. We get into.
Well, we do have a comment. It says, women need to work on being trustworthy. Nobody wants to hear their weaknesses thrown back in their faces because of a heated moment. We often wonder why men don't talk. That is I agree. That's part of the problem. Because as soon as you get mad at him, that's why you said, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's true. We need to be more mindful. Got to show the guys some love, man.
All right. I'm going to let you talk about the next topic, because you...
So, Janet Jackson just had her, doc. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch any of it?
I watched, I would watch it for 20 minutes, and then I would turn the channel, and then I'll come back 30 minutes.
I was excited about this.
Her voice for 4 hours, there's no way. We needed a Morgan Freeman, narration going on. I just couldn't do it. She just... And Michael and Randy. I can't. For 4 hours, there's no way. I would have lost my mind.
Luke, do you remember when she was like, I'm going to be watching?
But I can't believe listen,
that's crazy.
That's actually crazy. I thought it would have been narrated. I didn't know she was going to be talking the whole time. Documentary usually, other people were talking, but a narrator would have been bomb because her voice. But anyway... We did find out a lot, for sure. She talked about the supposedly baby she had by James DeBarge. Have you ever seen Poetic Justice?
Yes.
Oh, I have to ask you this question. Well, anyway, they were saying that her and Tupac had like some stuff going on behind the scenes, but she'll know. But I also did hear one time that she didn't want to kiss him.
Really?
So I was just confused.
Maybe his breath stank.
She made him get a STD test before she kissed him.
What?
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Jenny, she was not playing.
But the biggest thrill of the night was when Jermaine Dupree said that he cheated on Janet Jackson.
Well, I think everybody knew that, right? Or
well, that's how it ended, but she was living in California and he was living in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And he had said that when he started dating her, like the woman was on him. Like, it just made him more attractive to... And women are such bitches. Why are we like this?
Bitches.
Why you can't just let that lady have her man? I guess they figure she got everything else. Shit.
Well, this is the funny part, because I think when you are with a man, and this I can say that this is so true. Like, I know this is true. You can be with a man, and when you with that man, and you a good woman, women like, okay, what's she seeing him? You know, what's she like? And they gonna come after him. But men try to deny that up and down, up and down, up and down.
But it happens both ways, because it's the same. You could be with a guy, and as soon as...
No, I think when a woman is with a good man, especially when he's providing for her in a good way, you certain men like, I can't even step to her because he's doing X, Y, and Z.
It's intimidating for them.
So it's a turnaround. So as long as you're being a good man and you're like upping the woman that you're with, the only man that's gonna step to her is a man that can do at least what you're doing or better. Yeah. You know, unless
which we see that she was accessible to those kind of men. I mean, she got her a billionaire after that. But
true.
It's just how he tried to say, you know, the temptation was great. But the memes have been cracking me up. Because, like, everybody's going, and we have some up there. And, like, just the comments. But I always hear how you're supposed to date these high-value people, right? Mm-hmm. But they're both high-value. So people say, right? So how does that work?
Well, I mean,
high-value cheats on high-value?
No, high-value doesn't mean that you're going to not have... what is it called when somebody try to get with you? Like seduction or whatever. All it means is that you guys are both very productive. You guys have, you know, good money. But what you really need to be looking at on both sides is loyalty. How loyal is this person? And what do they think about the family structure in relationships?
Let's be real. How are you going to live on two different coasts? They were together for almost 9 years.
They can fly to see each other. They rich.
Yeah, but sometimes you be needing your man there.
And he can get on a plane and come see her.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean, I feel like,
first of all, Jermaine Dupree in the A.
How tall is Jermaine Dupree, first of all?
He's medium.
Like taller than 5'5"?
Like them stop signs I be talking about. Do not pass go. Very, very
5'4".
tiny.
He's 5'4". He's shorter than me.
Well, I think they're about the same height because she's tiny too.
Yeah, but he is like short. He like Kevin Hart short. But anyway, somebody said that they can't see you, Leah, but that's because you should click the link in the bio and watch us from YouTube. Or you can go to youtube.com and in the search bar put the Chit Chat Live so that you can see the full
after
show.
a while you guys are not even going to be able to really see the whole show on the Instagrams and stuff. You're going to have to click the link. Someone says, I've experienced that. Women wanting the person I was with. I definitely agree with Chelsea about women seeing who the woman is with and wanting what she has. Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like they're more infatuated by the woman. They're like, oh, okay, this woman is, you know, X, Y, and Z. So if she's, you know, wanting this man and she's of a high stature.
They put the clown face. That's how everybody feels. She's taller than him.
The whole clown, bro.
But yeah, no, I totally agree with what you're saying, for sure.
All right. So somebody who definitely doesn't have an issue with getting the ladies.
We got to make him a name.
Oh, I heard. It's Dick Cannon. Dick Cannon.
I didn't hear that one, bro.
I don't know. Is he packing? I don't know. I don't know what the rumor what
you
the
know,
streets are
when I
saying.
look at Love Canon, when I look at Nick Cannon, I still only see Love Don't Cost a Thing. That's just, and it's funny because we were talking about it the other night and I went home and it was on TV. But anyway, Nick Cannon is having his 8th child. Oh, God. With model Bree. Nah, see, I don't know her name. TC, I think it is. She's the ex-wife of NFL player Johnny Manziel. I don't know who he is, but I've heard his name before. You know Manziel?
I know the name.
Yeah, I've heard it.
I did a little bit of research. They say he's not with the team anymore. So
Right,
he's
no longer.
he's a scrub. And she was, yeah.
He's in
Scrub?
Canada.
I didn't mean that one.
He plays in Canada now.
Does he?
Oh, well, then maybe he is a scrub.
Yeah. So anyway, so she divorced him allegedly for cheating on her. And now she's a 5th baby mama.
She's an 8th baby. Oh yeah, 5th. Right?
5th baby mama, and this is his 8th child. Now we gotta unpack this now. We have to unpack this.
But what's to really unpack? Nick Cannon is the skeet monster. Like
Yeah, that was his other name that I've seen in comments.
And he vowed to
the
stay
skeeter.
celibate until 2022,
well,
allegedly.
I just heard that on the Breakfast Club this morning that he said that baby was already here when he made that.
Oh, so that was the
statement.
reason why.
That's why the therapist told him he needs to.
So
be
this
celibate.
year he's supposed to be celibate?
Until
No,
2022.
it was
Oh,
supposed to be
until
this-
2022.
yeah. But
Okay.
she was already pregnant.
I feel like we need to cancel Nick. Like, if we could give him,
we
no,
can't cancel
we need to
Nick.
cancel Nick. And if we could give him to another community, like y'all can have him. Y'all can have him because first of all,
Nick does a lot for the black community with
What?
all his businesses.
What?
Nick has a lot of look at all the people on Wild and Out that he,
and
employs.
he be screwing them because
No, he don't.
yes,
You know why I know? Oh no,
She
I thought
was
you meant.
on-
I thought you meant financially. Oh yeah.
no, he be screwing
Yeah, no,
the girls.
Oh, yeah.
And she was on Wild and
all
Out.
do.
One of his other baby mamas was from Wild and Out.
DC Young Fly baby mothers from Wild and Out.
First of all, it's not even, people are like, I hope he
drinking
sets them up financially. That's not even a question. I know he's going to set them up financially. It's about the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you should have, if you wanted to have a bunch of kids because you have lupus or whatever the case may be, you should have just had the babies with the same baby mama. Like, why do you have to go
but
plant
she-
seeds in all
okay.
these different women?
Yeah, but let's be realistic. It takes 2 years for a woman's body to heal after having a baby.
Girl,
So-
it's plenty of women
No,
who...
I know, but you know how these girls are. They're very superficial. They don't want to put their bodies out of shape. I just wouldn't want to do it because I would feel for my kid that he's not financially. Yes, it'd be great, but like, how do you spread yourself
that
around?
thin. Yeah. And okay, Bad for Your Heart said he can afford it. It's not just about finances. There's
No, it's
plenty
not.
of children out there who are like, oh yeah, my daddy paid child support or my daddy supported me, but he was
Yeah.
never there.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. And even if he was to pass away, like, that mom has to deal with that child
Yeah.
losing a father. And that's not a hard thing to deal with.
Angela Yee asked him, do they all get along? She was on his show today, and she asked, and he was like, well, that's not really he said they all get along with him.
Right.
And then he said that, just because they have kids, he can't force them to like each other, but they make sure that the kids. So I feel like, give it a few months. It's going to be some shit.
And I think that he probably made them all sign some type of agreement and that they can't expose certain things. And I'm sure he takes very good care. So like this model girl who done left her ex-husband or whatever. Listen, if it was me and I seen Nick Cannon and he said, hey, listen, I want to shoot up the club, baby, shoot it up.
I ain't going to lie, I would too.
But does that mean it's the right thing to
I
do?
am not even going to sit here and pretend that I would be like, no.
Because he's not really going after women of high value. Like,
Well,
they're models, they're Instagram famous.
Someone joked on Wild 'N Out about him hiring the models to sleep with them.
Right.
And also, how do you know you're not spreading your sickness with your children?
That's another thing people have been
Very
saying
true.
too.
Very true.
That's another thing. And he's giving narcissism. He's giving selfish. He needs a lot of therapy.
But you would still let him shoot up your club.
Yeah, for the money. Mhm, mhm. Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie to you now. For the money, yeah.
Let me get this narcissist baby. Yeah.
Queen Sakia said, I can't comment on YouTube, so I came here to say we ain't canceling Nick. You can't comment on there.
We can't cancel
He's
Nick.
sick. Thank you, Rebecca. And he's sick and he needs to be canceled. What type of
But you would still
role
let him shoot
model
up your club.
for the money? For the money, yes.
You can't have it both ways. Now you said you would let him shoot up your club.
He's not a good example. He's not a good example. Like, I could respect him more if he said, okay, listen, I'm going to have all of these baby mamas live in one house or live on the same block and they all know what's going on.
First of all, this is not a harem? This is not a harem.
What do you mean?
It's like where you have all your bitches living on one block.
That's polygamy. If he want to be a polygamist,
I don't think he's right at all. But I know I would let him shoot up the club if I was young and, wanting to have kids. But I just feel like I hope everybody get along. That's all I can say.
Photography said the contradictory. Now, I ain't say I was. Now,
that's why I asked her.
I know I'm
Which
contradicting
one?
myself.
Which one?
I know I'm contradicting myself.
You can't cancel your baby daddy.
Now, he ain't my baby daddy, so I'm going to say what I want.
But what I'm saying is, if you let him shoot up the club, that's going to be your baby daddy.
All I'm saying is, he's going for these Instagram famous people who he has way more money than, way more fame than, and of course they're going to be like, oh, okay, daddy.
So you saying he couldn't do this with a real bitch?
No.
Mariah wasn't
Mariah
gone.
ain't having this.
Well, Mariah's old, so she couldn't be having this.
But regardless, like, he's not going for no real high value woman and saying, oh, let me just impregnate you and
I wonder
make
how
baby
he
number
does
9.
this. I'm really fascinated. Like, I wonder just...
What you mean how?
Just like, do y'all sit down and say, you want to have my baby? Even though I just had a baby like last month?
Well, all of his baby mamas, the recent ones, all look alike. So...
Oh, I was just about to say, they prototype.
And then it's women out here, going looking for sperm that has hot sauce in it and trying to put it in their vagina.
Guarantee,
so
that's true.
It's not that hard for a man who has money to do that.
That is true.
Rebecca Ann, she's asking, is he sick? He has lupus, is what they say.
And I think it isn't it hereditary or something like that?
I'm not sure, but it's very, he said, or that's what's the word on the street is he's trying to have all these kids because he wants to leave a legacy.
That's what he had said at first, but I think he changed his tune at one point. I don't know.
He has a sex addiction at this point.
Blessings, peace and blessings to everybody.
Oh, this one got me pissed off.
You want him to shoot up the club?
Fired up.
I don't know if you'd be that mad if he approached you and asked you to have his baby.
I'm gonna be like totally different. I'd be like, excuse me, what?
Oh, so how you? Like I said, you can't cancel your baby father.
But he not my baby father.
But you would let him be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm not a value. I'm not his value. So I need to be elevated. Okay.
Well, guess what happened though? He's out here telling the business, and the baby mother is not happy. She posted and she said, we have it up here. She said that she kept her pregnancy secret for months. And now she's mad that it's all across TMZ, all over the news, blah, blah, blah. She, you know she's getting the heat. She's catching the heat.
Well, one, he lost a child 2 months ago.
I think she's mad because he announced it publicly.
About her being pregnant?
She wanted it to be
a
quiet.
Thing. I mean, I think that would have been respectful, especially to the other baby mama.
She posted too.
Yeah, I did read her post. But there's no way that he's keeping all of these women happy.
Just being a woman, we're very emotional. How you can't tell me somebody is not in their feelings?
Yeah, they all are. They just can't speak out. And I can't wait.
Oh, the NDAs are
strong. And then in 10 years, when his kids are gonna create a documentary and they're gonna talk about how they grew up. And, and I can't wait for that.
The books are going to be a beast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he might get one happy kid out of the bunch, but that's gonna be about it. All right, let's move on.
Let's move on. Nick Canon, we wish you all the best.
We are moving on to the What He Said segment. Again, if you guys are watching on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you either click the link in the bio and click on YouTube or go to youtube.com and search The Chit Chat Live if you want to see the full show. All right, so we have one of your favorite people we're gonna talk about Kevin Samuels today. We got a little clip from him.
Yeah, let's see what he talking about.
I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3. And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want...
So Kevin Samuels said,
So I guess you can only go out on the weekend because I'm like, who's off between those hours? Share your thoughts, and then I'll tune in.
You know, sometimes I just wish men would just shut the fuck up. Like, what is he talking about? Bitch, who's even off work at 5 p.m.? We still at work. I'm still at work.
Yeah.
So that means to say, so if I have a date at 8, I can't go? And if I go, I got to give up this ass?
And I'm like, is this date 1 or is this date 8?
It don't matter if it's date 40. I'm at work at 5. But where does, I don't know, girl. He makes my blood boil. And then don't get me wrong, because some of his things, like, and I used to always think it was one-sided with him. I do know he straightens men too. But 5 p.m.? Mm-hmm. So if I decide to go out at 6:30, I got to have sex? That sounds like rape culture. Our culture to me.
What you say, Luke?
It seems pretty unreasonable. I mean,
what did you say last week? You said it was like going to a buffet or going grocery shopping when you're hungry.
Yeah, or when you're high is what I said.
Oh, yeah. So what does that mean?
No, I agree with you on this because that's just unreasonable. Like, it's not possible. Like, it's just unrealistic based off people working.
I think it's just a really bad thing to say.
I don't know about
if I leave my house at 5:30, I gotta fuck something. That's basically what he's saying.
No, what he's trying to express is how the man's brain works. Mm-hmm. He's not really giving you orders. He's just telling you, look, this is what he's gonna expect, whether it's right or not.
If it's a nighttime date.
Somebody said not sex should be on the menu. What? Yes, the nerve.
So I do believe in there being a pussy tap.
What?
Yeah, there's a pussy tap, and I'm gonna let you people know what the pussy tap is. Now,
let me hold your pen. I gotta write this. Go ahead, girl. Let's hear this.
Some women think that it doesn't exist.
What the?
Now, a pussy tap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you out with a man, right? And then y'all go out to eat on Friday, and you done pick the most expensive place you can think of, and you done got the good steak, you done ordered all the sides, you done got the good bottle of wine, and I mean, you could have been in the restaurant, spent about $700, right? This Friday. Then next weekend, you want to go out and you want to do the same thing again. And then after that, y'all go to the club.
But where's the gun?
What gun?
To his head that's making him pay for this shit.
Now, I'm just telling you about the pussy tap.
No, that's this new generation bullshit. Fuck that. Ain't no pussy tab. Ain't none of that. If you take me out and you decide to spend your money, that's on you, bruh. I don't have to sleep with you.
I think that there comes, now, not that you have to, because you don't have to
So if he does that, I owe him ass?
That's how the man is thinking.
Oh, no.
That's how the man is thinking. Luke, correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, like I said, he's expressing...
Who's forced? Where is the gun, folks? Where's the gun?
It's no gun.
So who's making him spend
Well, where's
his
the gun on either side? I mean...
There's my point. So who's making him spend this money?
I just think that if you are dating someone and you're not ready to...
Why I can't just pay for dinner the next week?
Yeah, you can. If
and
you
then
do
the
that,
pussy
that's
tab
fine.
is...
And you
Well,
ain't
then
running
it's
up
a
the
dick
pussy
tab. Then it's a dick tab.
It's a dick tab. Now listen, if I'm buying you some good steak, I want it,
So
okay?
if I take a dude to Prime 112, he owe me that dick?
He do.
You know what?
He do.
I don't know what kind of art culture we live in, but this is very Bill Cosby behavior to me.
You're taking this too far.
I grew up in a different era, like...
Where you ignored your human nature and were living in denial of how men were actually thinking. Is that how it was?
Like, men think this way, period.
No, it's just, that's just what it was. That's just how, like, men took care of shit. And of course, I know they want to have sex.
On behalf of the men, I'm going to make the argument of leading one on. Like, if you're spending time with a man, you're either eventually gonna
Well, I
make
mean,
a
you're
connection,
gonna want to give it to him. You know what I'm
But
saying?
some-
or you're just using him for his money,
Well, yeah.
and that's what she's referring to with the
Right.
pussy tap.
Okay.
Right, and it's some women who think that they're gonna go out with a man over and over and over
that's
again,
just stupid. Ain't
and
nobody
he's
doing
gonna
that.
pay for
Yeah.
everything, and they not gonna ever
Well, of
give
course.
nothing up.
That I mean, of course.
Well, you're calling that our culture, which is a weird term.
Because we can't say that on YouTube. But I do.
No, I just say our culture because I just don't feel like you owe anybody any sex for anything. That's all I'm saying. If you want to have sex, that's fine.
I don't disagree, but there's a factor of leading someone. Like if you're continuing,
to do
Of course,
it. Right.
of course. If you keep spending that man money, then yeah, he's gonna be like, okay.
so you agree.
No, I do, but I wouldn't call it a pussy tab. I would just call it, bitch, give it up eventually.
Now that's our culture.
So she just doesn't like the word.
Maybe that's what
That
it
I'm
is. Is that
using.
what it is?
Yeah, you
Okay.
just don't
Maybe
like
that's
the
what it
word
is.
that I'm
Because
using.
bitch, you have to give it up eventually. Like I do know that much. Like that.
Now,
I do
if you
know.
out with a man and you offer to pay for dinner, he gonna be like, oh, okay. She don't even like me like that. If you paying for dinner,
You think so?
yeah.
I think men like stuff like that. I think
After a
they
while.
really be surprised. Like, damn, she's paying. That's surprising.
Now listen, I might offer to lead a tip. Okay. And then if you took me out a couple of times and I want to slow things down, I don't want to run my pussy tab up too fast.
Got you.
I'm gonna be like, oh,
I'll pay
I can
this
make
time.
you something, or I'm gonna create a date night that don't cost a lot, and I can control the budget.
So does that subtract from the pussy tab then?
Yeah, it
I
does.
don't think it does in the man's mind. I think if you're going out and paying, that does. But if you're creating, like if you're cooking for him, that's not what's happening.
That's
in
the
his
tab
head.
is still
Now,
there.
I might create a date. You know, I might create a date for him. He gonna think, I might be like, oh, you at work today?
But if you don't want to sleep with him, why would you want him to come to your house? You understand what I'm saying? And y'all gonna be drinking.
Exactly.
Well,
That's
why
what
I
I'm saying
said create a
about
date.
cooking
I said
for him.
create a date. I ain't
Well, at first
say-
you said cooking, so
yeah,
I'm just
cooking
saying
don't mean it
there's
has
a
to be at my
difference.
house. I can bring it to him at lunch,
Okay.
or just drop it off at his house, or
But
we can have a picnic.
that's
I
showing
thought you
him
were
that
going
you
to like
like.
the hibachi or something.
But that's if showing him that you like him though.
Ink Trap said, "Hell nah, pussy tab is always running." I hope we can say this word on YouTube.
Definitely, yeah.
tap.
Miss C. Alexis said this sounds like a liberal conversation.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it is a pussy tap, ooh, folks.
So let's go. Okay, I think Kevin Samuels, his time frame, 5 p.m., bro. Like that's too early. Like in daylight savings time, it's still light
I can
outside.
understand like 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I feel like at that time of night, you ain't really eating that much. It's more like drinks and cocktails and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And you know what happens then.
Right.
So at that time of the night, I could see, but 5, come on.
That's too early. I think he was just
Maybe he meant like
over-exaggerating.
wintertime hours because it get dark early.
Maybe.
Maybe that's what he meant.
Maybe he meant, but still, like, even if you meet up at 5:30, like, you could have a little appetizer and then go home. Have you ever been on a date with somebody, with a guy, and then he tried to do 10 dates in one night? And it's like, y'all
Let's
ate-
go here. Let's
Yeah.
go here. Let's go here. Let's go here, bitch. Yes, I have. I'm Jamaican. You know, the parties last all night long, and then there's like 300 parties in one night. So you gotta go to let's go here. Yes.
Like, fellas, do not do that. Like,
Yes.
it's not going to make her want to sleep with you.
Yes.
At all. Period.
Well, I really want to talk about this because I have a really childish story to tell.
Okay. What is it?
Do we
What's
have
the topic?
time?
Yeah, we got time.
Okay, so what is the most childish thing you've ever done after a breakup?
I don't think I've done anything too childish, so you're going to have to share your story.
So I was young. I think I was like 24, 25. And I was with this guy for a while. Loved him so much. He was like my first real deal, like spend money boyfriend. Like, put me in an apartment, brought me a car. Like we were like living together. He was like my first real deal. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he ended up cheating and having a baby. And we broke up. So like maybe 2 months later, we went to this college homecoming party. I was out of town. And who do we run into him? So we in the party, and I'm looking good, and he's looking good, and the whole time we're in there, he's talking to me and blah blah blah. But he's like talking to other bitches too, I get outside and see his car. Girl, we keyed that car to the metal. We fucking put soda in the gas. Like, we did the most. I don't know why this man to this day did not beat the shit out of me, because I don't condone domestic abuse. But yeah, I just think about that sometimes, and I was like, damn, bitch, you was childish. That was my big child.
That's crazy.
I keyed that car to the metal.
So we have posted this question on Instagram last week, and I think the craziest response we got was someone said that they showed their friends the girl giving them head, and I'm like, that's rude.
That's revenge porn. It's actually illegal.
Only if you post it.
But no, listen, if she was good, your friends might be like, ooh,
see, that might have backfired on her. They like, that might have backfired on him.
Like, bro, you done with her for real?
That might have backfired. I just think that I think a lot of these crazy stories come when you're still sleeping with that person. Because I feel like if y'all make a clean break, what are you mad for? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing crazy shit for? But then sometimes you get the ones that just lose their mind when they break up.
Yeah, because sometimes not everybody, it's always probably one person want to break up more than the other person. And then if the other person move on too fast, you going to be angry.
A lot of the times, it turned out to be like he was still sleeping on her, though. That I say 70% of the time.
But if y'all break up and y'all sleeping together, y'all not broke up. Y'all still together.
No.
Yes.
How?
If you still having sex, y'all not broke up. Broke up mean y'all not talking anymore, y'all not texting anymore, and y'all not having sex.
Well, I guess I'm in a lot of relationships.
D-Trap said clean breakup. I don't know what he mean by that. But no, I've never heard of really like a clean breakup.
Somebody said they left sticky notes all over his car and it rained that night and left the car extremely sticky.
That's one of the nicest ones I ever heard. That's like
that was sweet.
That's mild sauce.
That was sweet. Yeah, that was sweet.
Like, I don't know.
Soda in the gas tank is the real evil shit. Like the key wasn't as bad. You can get that fixed, but the gas tank.
Yeah, I wanted to cost you money. That was my thing.
No,
I'm gonna hit you in the
scrap
pocket.
the car.
I'm not gonna go hoe out and make myself look like a hoe and go sleep with somebody. No, I'm not gonna.
He could have put you in jail.
He wasn't gonna do that. I was more scared he was gonna come kick my ass.
Or anybody ever did anything to you? Let me see. Let me hear this one.
No.
Luke, you ain't make no girls crazy over the years.
Wow.
You think I'm gonna sit here and incriminate myself about anything?
Luke is like, I'm not telling nobody.
Dang, we wanted to gossip.
Well, if you guys have any stories, make sure y'all send them to our Chit Chat page because we definitely want to hear them for real. I'm surprised you haven't had nothing.
I haven't done.
I've had a guy throw a brick through my window, my house window, while my grandchild was on the floor. My son went outside and beat that ass, but still, like, it was.
Girl, you got that 24 karat gold, okay? Because I ain't never. Let me think. If my friends are watching and you know of a story that I don't remember, let me know. But I've never had any. You know what? I do clean breakups. Like, I say.
No, now I do.
That,
I definitely.
I can break up with a nigga clean.
No,
like,
I definitely do clean breakups now. Like, I don't have time. Like,
I'd be like, okay, it's not working out.
It's just too much. I like once I feel like you don't want to be with me, I'm good. Because I don't like feeling like I'm chasing nobody.
Or if I feel like I don't want to be with you.
Either way.
I'm going to prepare you.
Either way.
And I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm going to give you ample amount of time to get over it.
Yeah.
And I can make a clean breakup. I mean.
Yeah. I was young. I was 24 years old.
Well, I mean, she's even younger. Like, that's impressive to reach that already.
Yeah, right? Yeah. He was like my first relationship, second. But I was just like really, really, like I was hurt when we broke up. So I don't think meeting him in a club was the way to go. Because I was like the first time I had seen him in months. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy. If you guys have any breakup stories, share them in the comments. And
please share them.
Talk about
we will definitely post them and talk about it.
But yeah, I think it's. I think we've come to.
We've talked a lot of shit tonight.
We've talked a lot of things. What do I have to say? If you guys want to donate to our lovely cause, you can cash app us $, TheChitChatLive. You can send $1. You can send $2.
Don't send us $1. Be nice.
$10.
At least start at $5.
Every dollar helps. Okay.
Come on, guys. Start at $5. That's all. Just start at 5. It won't hurt nothing.
You running up our pussy tab, okay? Shoot.
Oh my God.
This is what happens, ladies. Don't run up your pussy
You know, well, I just feel like, help black women, get where they want to be.
Oh, did we talk about Rihanna?
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the Bae. The Bae is pregnant.
We were supposed to talk about her a long time ago. Yeah, so Rihanna, how old is Rihanna? Did we know?
31, I think. I think they said she was 31.
And she's having a
33.
baby. Oh,
33.
33.
She's so pretty.
She just announced that she's pregnant. So what are your thoughts?
I love it. Rihanna can do no wrong in my world. I don't care. We know there's no new music coming no time soon because who's going on tour right after you have a baby?
Yeah, and she doesn't really need to.
But
she has so many other business.
She's opening the Fenty stores. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that because I hate online shopping, so that's dope.
I would have loved for her to announce that, maybe she was getting married.
She's not married, is she?
No, that's the thing. I would have loved.
It's
for
still
her to
coming.
announce
I think they're one
No
of the most
problem.
wholesome couples in the industry.
Rihanna?
Really?
Yeah,
Wholesome? Rihanna?
the couple.
No, the couple is good.
Wasn't Rihanna dating
As a
like
couple.
a billionaire?
Yeah, before.
But she is a billionaire, so she doesn't care.
That's right.
That's true.
She does not care.
So, if I was ASAP and I was with Rihanna, I would be trying to clank
He's
it
not
down.
doing too bad himself.
Yeah, but he ain't got Rihanna money.
Well, very few people are billionaires.
Right. So if I was him, I would be trying to lock it down. But I mean,
he's not hurting. He does very good. He does fashion. He's in a lot of like crypto stuff. He's not hurting.
nah,
But I also call it wholesome because I think I've never heard someone express affection to somebody in a rap song, but he does that about
Yeah,
her.
he does it a lot.
I don't know who this boy is.
I don't really listen to his
know what
music.
song
He's
he's
from
in?
New York though.
He definitely and he's kind of backhanded with it sometimes, but I don't even want to reference specific lines because I don't even want to hear your reaction.
Well, I can't because I have no
He
clue.
say bad stuff?
No, but he says it in a way that's like playfully making fun of you.
Oh, we got a crazy story. Somebody said I don't play with cars because I don't want nobody playing with mine. True facts. But I've never done anything crazy, but I did have an ex confiscate 2 TVs that he gave me. Meanwhile, he dumped me, y'all. He was pissed that I didn't get upset or do anything crazy. He was popular. I don't know what that
Big old ego hit.
He took the TVs? That's petty. On the way out, I would have definitely broke the TVs.
Done. Those TVs
They
would have
would've been
never
done.
made it.
I'm
I would have
not
cut the
keeping them.
cords.
You're not keeping them.
I would have just cut the cords.
And then you let him in to take them? Like, I'm confused. 'Cause
Maybe he's still out of key.
listen, if I'm breaking up with you, your stuff gonna be outside, and the doors, the locks are gonna be changed. Period. Like, just that's it.
Well, with growth, that comes with growth in life, I guess.
Yep. So anyway, long story. Moral of the story is, I think a lot of people are happy for Rihanna. I think that there's a lot more baby showers.
You think
than
Nick
there are
Cannon's gonna
weddings.
have more kids?
Yes, I definitely think Nick Cannon's gonna have more kids.
Is the sky blue?
Sick. You guys
Is the
need to
sky
cancel him.
Ain't nobody canceling
Stop
They
Nick
tried to
Cannon.
cancel him
daytime
recently.
Show. Stop watching his daytime
You know
show. and
he
cancel him.
owns some Nickelodeon too, right?
Damn. Well, they're not doing
He
great these
owns
days.
it?
He doesn't own Nickelodeon. I think he owns part, like Nick Jr. or he owns a big portion of that.
But that doesn't take away from him being sick.
He employs a lot of people,
I don't care. He's sick.
but you'll still let him shoot up your club.
Shoot it all the way up. First time. All the way
Well.
up. All right, thank you guys for watching. We'll be back here again next Tuesday, same time, 7:30 Eastern time. Hopefully you guys learn to start watching on the YouTube
for
channel.
sure.
Okay? We can read the comments. You can comment. Please support us. Help us. Help us sisters out. And send us a donation at #TheChitChatLive. And thanks again. We are, our subscribers are going up. The views
are
on our
definitely
YouTube
getting
are
better.
going up.
Definitely.
So we appreciate you all for the support. And we'll see you
100%.
next
See
week.
you next Tuesday. Let me get off this live so I can tell you.
Well, we got to make sure we off the YouTube.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My ex just gets on here and talk about somebody called the police because I called the police on him one time. He just got on here